Well, hey there, you guys. This is Diane Cole. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, I'm checking to see who was on. Okay, it looks like we're in Flourishing Live, which is great. I got notification that it was also on YouTube. So if you are, okay, let me try to plug this in. If you are on either of those platforms, if you could let us know that you are. That would be great. Let me know where you're streaming in from. That would be fantastic. As I'm trying to plug this in, I don't know what is happening. Hold on. Okay. All right. Looks like Cindy is on. Okay. All right. Peggy is on. Cindy is on. Let me see if I can go to YouTube. Looks like Christy Withers is on. So if you guys could tell us where you're streaming in from, that always helps our viewers to know we're all over the country. And so tell us what city and state you are in. So that would be super fantastic. And oh my gosh, I get to share with you guys tonight. My name is Diane Cole, and I'm going to see actually if there are any background pictures that I can pull up here. Because what would be so super fantastic is if I could really share with you the heart of kind of how I got started in Mary Kay, why I stay in Mary Kay, what it's done for me, what it's done for my families tonight, my family. We call this Pink Possibilities. And so I'm going to grab a couple of slides here and share a little bit with you. But if you are just tuning in, if you could tell us that you're on, if you could tell us the city and state that you are, zooming in from, that would be super fantastic. We'd love to have you do that so we can all see that. And I am going to see if I can. Let's see. Let's see if it lets me do this. Okay. Okay, so we'll put this big on the screen. Oh my goodness. Okay. Here we go. And so just to do this, okay, so we'll fill out the whole screen. So my name is Diane Cole, and I'm a senior sales director with Mary Kay, and we're so glad that you're here. Maybe you were asked to watch this or check in on this because you were on one of our recent Zooms or an in-person party, and you just became intrigued, and you were like, oh my gosh, I'd love to know a little bit more about Mary Kay. Well, I'm going to share a little bit of my story. And so, again, I'm Diane Cole. In the upper right-hand corner, that is me with Tommy as a newborn hanging on my front, and Brendan is in my arms. And that's what it looks like to have a newborn and a 1-year-old. And then the picture right to the left of that, we added Miss Corinne to the mix 5 years later. And they're sitting on top of my first pink Cadillac that I earned in Mary Kay. I've been blessed to earn 18 free cars in Mary Kay. And 3 of them have been pink Cadillacs. One was a pink Grand Prix. It's just so fun that the company pays tags, title, 85% of the car insurance for 2 drivers for 2 years. And then, every 2 years, you go into qualifications to earn a new one. If you're still leading the team, that's what happens. The cool thing is, for our cars, only the top 1% of our sales force earns a career car in Mary Kay. And so we always like to make sure that we're saying it appropriately, like for our company. So it is, we earn the use of this car, of the leased car. And so, which is kind of cool. And so, so that's just neat. So that's my story from back then. And then as you look at the pictures, we've grown. Our boys, Brendan and Tommy, are both married. They both have their first kids. So in this bottom right-hand corner is Tommy with Cassian, and this is Tommy and his wife Kelly with their first born, and he was born in July of this year. And this is our oldest son, Brennan, with his firstborn, Hattie. And so this was in the summer, 4th of July week this past week, and they just brought Selah into the world in October, and we just got back from an incredible week of just coming alongside them and just sharing life with them day in and day out. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. It really was. And this upper left-hand corner was Thanksgiving of last year. And so, just the size of our family from there to right now, we get to have them all come the week before Christmas. And so we are so looking forward to the fun, fun-loving kind of all the babies and the kids and stuff. And so we just can't wait. We can't wait. But the cool thing in this is that it's been, let me think, 33 years. 33 years I've been in Mary Kay. And in that time, Mary Kay has grown with me. And I have grown into this company. And I feel like Mary Kay has met me and matched me and excelled me through to that next level. And it has been absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. So I thought what I would do is I would share top 10 reasons why women consider Mary Kay, maybe as a brand ambassador, maybe a really good customer who was kind of like, all right, I wouldn't mind saving some money, maybe making some money too. And so that what I can say is our consultants get excited about both of that, saving some money and making some money. Okay. But you can decide how much or how little. So that's pretty kind of cool. So these are top 10 reasons why women consider Mary Kay. And so number one, financially, the sky is the limit. You can do as much or as little as you would like to do. I love that. I love that idea. And if you love that idea, let me know that in the comments. And tell me too, if you're watching the live or even if you catch the playback, what appeals to you the most? Saving some money or making money or a little bit of both. But if you say both, you just can't say both. You have to say both. Saving money and making money appeals to me. Okay. So help me out here. So making some money, saving some money, what appeals to you? So the reason the sky is the limit is because you can do as much or as little as you would like. So yes, doing it in and around, having babies, like for us, that's exactly what I did. And then every 2.5 years we moved. So I was the one who got us moved, who got us into the new house, who then would take the business off the ground. I was the one who did all that. Okay. So that's me. So you'll have to tell me, save money, make some money, or both save money and make money. Okay. Number 2, we're the highest profit in direct sales. Now, here's the thing. I don't know what all the direct sales companies do, but you have the ability in Mary Kay to buy it for $1 and sell it for $2. So you can get anywhere from a 30% to a 50% discount on your wholesale orders, which is really cool. So putting 50% back into your pocket is so exciting. Okay. So we love that. And if putting 50% back in your pocket appeals to you, say yes, 50% appeals to me. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys some homework so that I can see that you're watching and listening and helping me out here. Okay. So that is all that. Okay. Number 3, selling a consumable product. Well, it's skincare, It's oil-free eye makeup remover. It is micellar water. It is skincare. It is makeup, things that we do to wash our face, and then we wash it right down the drain. And so the thing is, we're doing it day in, day out, and, every morning, every night, we're washing our faces. And the thing is, we run out, right? So we run out. And so it's a consumable product because we use it and we need more. And so that part is really, really cool. Okay. Really, really cool. Number 4, flexibility and freedom to prioritize your life. For us, I didn't want somebody else raising our kids. I wanted to. And so I worked in and around my husband's schedule. I was with the kids, and then I would go off and hold parties in the evening. And then as I grew the business, then I had some help come in and help me and work in and around my schedule with my kids. So you can do as much or as little as you'd like. And like, you get to decide, which is what I love. Okay, so that's number 4. Number 5, prizes, career card program, and recognition. So I shared a little bit about the career card program, and you can see the different cards on this sheet. But prizes, oh my gosh, you guys, it's like every quarter, like for what we get to do in sales and things, like we get a catalog that we get to choose prizes from. It's so fun, so incredible. Or you can choose, cash, like Visa gift cards or Delta points or whatever you want, Starbucks gift cards. I mean, there's so many different opportunities you have, and it's quarter in, quarter out. Like, you get to choose what you do, and then the company has prizes at all the different levels. Recognition. Again, I worked at a telecommunications company. I was an executive at the company. The recognition in Mary Kay is bar none. You just felt like $1 million just for showing up, and it was incredible, absolutely incredible. Number 6, the freedom to advance. You can do as much or as little as you'd like, which I've talked about before. You get to decide when you want to move up. You get to decide, okay, I want this, this, and this. I think it's time for me to do more. I think it's time for me to move up, things like that. You have the freedom to advance when it works for you and your family. Number 7, incredible tax deductions. Because we're independent contractors, we can recommend different accountants and different people that can help you with regular things that you'd be doing, but now you're including some family members and friends, and how you would get tax deductions on that. So that's really cool. And so you do get, that's, as an independent contractor in a direct sales company, you get some really great tax deductions. Number 8, no quotas or territories. You can book, sell, and recruit anywhere in the continental United States as sales directors. You have an additional opportunity to go to other countries. And so there are different rules for doing that. And you can check that out at your convenience. Number 9, get your products at wholesale. We talked about that a little bit, but that's kind of nice because we buy it for 1 and we sell it for 2. But it's really fun to be able to get ourselves that discount. And then number 10, nothing to lose. Start as low as 35, and there's a 90% buyback. Okay, so let me see if I can come back on. Here I am. And what's fun about that is, let's see, I think I need a tissue. So sorry, you guys. What's nice about that is, like when I got started about Mary Kay and I fell in love with the company, I was like, okay, I just wanted to know what my risk was. And then when they told me there was a 90% buyback guarantee, I was like, okay, well, that's kind of cool because I could take a 10% chance on myself. Like, I was willing to take a 10% chance on myself. So I wanted to share that. And Cindy is writing in the comments. So thank you so much, Cindy, for sharing some of those things. And so check that out. She's in our Flourishing National Area Live Events group. And so we can share more with you. And if you're watching this and you're like, I would like some additional information, we do have a Peek into Pink webinar. It runs Tuesdays, Thursdays, and one day on the weekend. And it's for 30 minutes. And it's my friend Emily Schutte, and she's a top director in the company. And she just shares some additional questions, answers to questions that people have said before, opens the door for any other questions that you might have. So if that's something you'd like to write, you can put in the comments, Peek into Pink, and your consultant will set you up with our webinar, because we'd love to do that. But what's so cool is that it's $35 to get started right now in Mary Kay for an e-start. And then for our face-to-face appointments, you can add $90 on top of that. So $35 plus $90, and you get a full-size starter kit with the full-size products and some mirrors and trays, so you can squirt the products in the tray. What's nice is we have the ability to do both virtual and in person today. And so we love that. We love that opportunity that you could do that. And I love that I'm a part of a company that has been able to change with me as I've changed over the years. And I've grown up in Mary Kay, and I've grown in the sisterhood with the servant leaders as friends in the top 1% of this company. Has just been incredible. And so when I think of other companies and things I hear, some of the influencers that are out there and stuff, what's nice is you have the ability to get started and, take your favorite products. You can post about it on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok. You can start to lead generate that way. We teach you, we give you some suggestions for that. We teach you how to get your business off the ground. We do a debut for you online, which is really cool. And if you're local to your sales director, she, could do an in-person one for you as well. And so there's so many different things that go into helping you get off to that perfect start. And so I just wanted to share that today. These are our top 10 reasons women consider Mary Kay. And you know what? It's one of those things that I heard 33 years ago, and I thought, oh, and I looked at my husband, I said, I think I could be good at this. And he's like, I think you'd be great. And I got started. I gave it a try. I gave it that college try. And so with doing that, I can tell you some of the things that have helped me be successful in this business is that I checked my pride at the door. And as much as I was an executive with AT&T, I made, a six-figure plus income with them. But you know what? My sales director, she was the leader in this industry. So she gave me challenges, and I took those challenges to heart. And I did those challenges, and then I would report back. It was just like playing ball with her. She'd throw the ball to me, and then I would catch it, and I would get to work, and then I would throw it back. These were my results. And I'll tell you what, you guys, that's how I earned a car in my first 9 months of being in the company, and I became a sales director 3 months later. And so it's one of those things right now that I look at my 33-year career, and 32 of them, I've been a sales director. You look at it and I'm in awe. I'm in awe of what I've learned. I'm in awe of the woman I've become because of the servant leadership of the people that are around me. And I can't even imagine my life without even Cindy Hudson is my Offspring sales director and one of my dearest, closest friends in the whole wide world. But you know where we met? At a skincare class. I mean, I had a holiday open house, and her friend Renee came to my holiday open house. But I mean, a lot of people did. So I didn't remember. But Renee ran out of her Raisin lip liner and gave me a call. I brought it to her at work. I booked her for a facial. And then for her follow-up as a facial was going to be a party. And she invited my friend Cindy, and was actually, she made Cindy have it at Cindy's house. And, but that's where I met her. So I met her at a party, and you know what? It was just it was easy. It was fun. I shared what my goals were. And you know what? She was just the kind heart that wanted to help me reach my goal. I was like, I need so many people to hear about the career opportunity. Check this out, whether it's for you, whether it's not, it's totally okay. would you listen to this? And she was like, yes, I will help you. And she listened. And you know what? She was like, all right, you know what? I want to give this a try. And so she got started, and here she is now, a sales director in Mary Kay, the top 1% as well. And I look at that and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I shudder to think if I didn't take that nudge to give it a shot, to just take those 10 seconds of courage each day that I was going to book someone or get on that phone and get, like right now we have a kit and commit special going on right now, or a promotion, I should say, a challenge. And, to book 8 parties between now and the first, like in December 15th, to hold 5 or more in that time. So book 8. You have the challenge is to book 8 hostesses for it. And so at the very least, if you want to help your beauty consultant by being one of her amazing hostesses between now and December 15th, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm telling you, she will scream from the rooftops. Okay. And so with that, you have 3 to 5 to 8 of your most fun friends come. Okay, she teaches skincare, might do a dash out the door look or get your face ready for bed. So you guys will have to talk about that. But the cool thing is when she holds at least 5 of those in those 15 days, you guys, it's a confidence builder. So she gets to believe in her. She gets recognition from a national level. She also earns a really fun Zoom with someone that was an assistant to Mary Kay Ash herself, which is kind of fun and nostalgic, and it gives like all those cool like heart vibes. And so that's just kind of a fun thing that she get to do too, just for you saying yes. Okay. And then say you're listening to everything I said and you're like, okay, I'm a little bit intrigued. I'd like to hear more. Like, what exactly do I need to do? Like, what's involved in this? How do we do it? Then you want to go ahead and type in Peek into Pink, because you want to hear just 30 more minutes of like what other people have asked, what other people have shared. And it's a webinar form, so you're not on the screen, kind of like what this one is. But you can write in your questions and we'll get you answered. And we, give you like an opinion poll that you fill out right then too. And you go back into our $250 cash drawing that we're doing. So there's so many fun things involved. All because you took a chance and you said, all right, let me help this girl out. And that girl would be your beauty consultant. Okay. And so if you're listening and you're like, okay, all right, this is a really busy time of year. Yes, it's the perfect time of year because it is so busy to get your products at cost, to get your gifts at cost. I don't have my things behind me. Usually I turn around and I have like all my things set up here, but like we have so many gift giving things that run from like $14 to like $230 to gift packages up to $399, depending on how you want to spoil the people you love, right? And that could be you, right? But there's so many different price points. Our eyeshadows are $8 and we have compacts that start at $40. I mean, there's so many things that you could do that would help you create that better version of you that you are dreaming of, that you would love to do. And we'd love to help you get started to do it. So with that, that's what I have to share today. And what I want to say, just at the end about the career. So $35 to get started, that's the very least. If you want to do in person, you add the 90. So 35 plus the 90, you get a free personal website with that, credit card processing fees, all that. I mean, the ability to charge cards, you get included with that. There was something else I just thought of. So your first decision is, do I or don't I want to do it? Your second one is, okay, now that I'm doing it, how big do I want to do it? Do I want to have products on hand? Do I want to, have a full-blown store, which is like, like I always say, like active status is 225, 600 is qualified, full-blown store is 5,400. And you get to decide that. But first, do I or don't I want to do it? Do I want to have products on hand? And if so, how much? Right? And then thirdly, hey, I'm giving myself a chance here. And if it's not for me, I have a 90% buyback guarantee. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And Rena Tarbett was a executive senior sales director and then became an executive national. And she always shared those 3 just like that. Just put it right out there. Like, these are the things. Do I or don't I want to do it? Do I want to have products on hand? And if so, how much? And hey, we have a 90% buyback guarantee. do you feel, confident enough to give it a try with a 90% buyback guarantee? And so there are answers. There are answers to the questions that you haven't asked yet. So anyway, but I wanted to share that with you. And so looking back, 33 years, oh, I shudder to think who I would be today. And I can tell you that the comfort in my heart and how I've just been drawn into the Lord and my faith, it's all been a part of this company. And I just love every single minute of it. So I'm looking at my comments now. Teamwork. Peggy says teamwork, meeting amazing people. We have the best times. No other company offers these reasons. You are so right. Cindy's talking about, some of the prizes, the Amazon gift cards, tax deductions. And then Cindy said, I also shudder to think. And so here we are. And so we'd love to invite you to join us. It's the month of November. It's a perfect time to get started in Mary Kay. And again, if you have more questions, reach out to your beauty consultant or go ahead and type in Peek into Pink and we will get you signed up for our webinar that is tomorrow night. It's 30 minutes and we'd love to have you. And we'd love to just get your honest feedback and see if this is something that maybe one day you could say, I shudder to think where my life would be without Mary Kay. So thank you so much, you guys. Take care. Have a great night.